Oh my goodness, you guys. Hello, how we doing? Long time no see. I'm sorry, it's y'all are doing well. We're going to get a collective live. We're going to see what's going on. I haven't touched these cards in too dang long. So leave in the comments, tell me how you've been. I've missed you guys. We'll start posting some videos this week. I think everything should be good. I'm just going through midterms. My son's dad's been sick. Everybody's been sick. I've been sick. Everything's been going cuckoo crazy. Everybody's doing better now. So thankfully, hopefully you guys can hear me, see me, all the things pretty well. I don't know. Just getting a few decks of cards out. Gonna see what's going on. We'll see. We're going to open up, I think, with the Kipper. Just take a minute or so. I'm going to get the rest of the cards out, see who comes in. I'm just going to get going. Whether people come in through here now or they come in and watch it once it's posted, whichever. So, yep. Let's see what's going on. Do you need anything else? Which one? Divine Guidance? No, the other one? This one? Okay. I think I got everything else. No, one more. Which one? Spirit. Okay. All right. Got everything. Sorry I'm late, by the way. I was hoping to be here at 7:30, but my son was acting like a little turd. Had to go handle mama business, you know? So, yeah, I'm going to wait a couple minutes, see who comes in, and then we'll get started. Na, na, na. I've been picking up on some, it's like all day. Normally when stuff comes through, I try to get in front of the computer as fast as possible. However, it's like I feel like somebody's been waiting so long to see my lives. It's been kind of interesting to see this energy's kind of lingering, like, hurry up, hello, we've missed you. So hopefully the reading is as I feel like it's going to be. Let's get an incense. Let's see, should we do Dragon's Blood? I think we should. Why the heck not? It's my favorite. Next to night. Whoa, hey. Back in there. So, oh, by the way, your girl got on the Honor Society. Yep, I am now in honors classes, which means I'm going to be opened up to a whole lot of scholarships, going into upper level division universities, which is going to be great. Holding true to, as of right now, I'm sitting at a pretty good GPA. I'm hoping by the end of the semester, it'll be pretty much all A's, maybe 1 or 2 B's. So let's keep your fingers crossed. We're going to get started now. Please understand that this is a live energy reading. It's for the collective, for whoever's here, for the energy around you, for those that are here now. Thank you. For those who are going to be watching later on, thank you. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Place yourself in the reading where you belong. We're just going to get started. Real quick, what we have on the table before I get to going is we have the Kipper, which I'm being told to open with. We're going to be using Sacred Rebels. We're going to be using the Energy Oracles, Wisdom of the Oracles, the random deck that I wrote, and the Tarot. We have the Zodiac as well. So, all right, here we go. Holy Spirit, please come down with your angels, ancestors, loved ones, and spirit guides that have ascended to your highest white light to protect and guide me through this reading. Please allow me to channel clear, honest, and precise messages for our collective and cast all evil and darkness that may be lingering around us back to hell where it belongs, please, and thank you. Holy Spirit, I love and appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for being here with me, whether you're here at the live, coming in later, or watching once I post this. So, all right, let's see what's going on. I've missed doing this. I really have. Yes, I have. All right, let's see what the Zodiac energy is to start this out with. Let's see what the Zodiac energy is. Holy Spirit, please and thank you. What is the Zodiac energy for tonight's live reading? All right, what is the energy, please and thank you, Holy Spirit? Whoops. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Thank you. On the bottom of the deck, we have air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the moon, Cancer. We have Jupiter, Sagittarius. We have Venus, Taurus, and Libra. And we have all the fire. We have all the elements out on the table. Let's go. Spirit says we're going to start out with the Kipper. Then we're going to move on to the Sacred Rebels. So here we go. All right, Spirit, what is the opening message for tonight's reading, please and thank you? What is the message? I feel like there's something that really wants to come out. What is the energy, please, Spirit? Okay. Oh, shit. Something big's coming up. I can tell already. All right. Stuff just wants to come out. On the distant horizon, there's something about a child. Marriage. Great fortune, a pathway. All right, what's on the bottom? We have the privileged lady and we have the wealthy man. We have a gift. There's marriage, there's children, and all of this is lingering on the horizon. Okay. Hello, welcome in. We have, could be a married couple. It does say here in the distant horizon, there's going to be great fortune. You can go from being in poverty, middle class to upper middle class, you know, millionaire status, whatever. There's a gift that's coming to you. Okay. A big one. You're on the pathway to it. It involves you and your lover. Okay. You may already have children. You may want children. You may be pregnant, whatever the case may be. But there's marriage on the horizon. There's children on the horizon. There may be more children. If you have one, you may want more. You got two, you may want more, whatever. But there's a level up coming to somebody. Somebody's patience needs to be there. Somebody's temper needs to calm. Somebody's way too fiery right now. It may be the residuals from the full moon in Aries, which is very possible. Okay. Hear me now. If you've been feeling hot-tempered, if you've been feeling all kinds of uppity, check what's in your Venus, check what's in your Mars, see what's there and see how you can go about taming yourself just a hair. You know, last year, as in the beginning of my awakening, in the very beginning parts of my spiritual journey, my aunt came down and visited me. I was having a journaling session. I've got chills. It's like she's like, yes, you need to listen to this right now, whoever you are. You don't need to change for anyone. Okay. You may be hot tempered. You may have, a short fuse, not always, but sometimes, but it's nice if you respect and love the person to approach things a little bit differently. Don't be so poisonous and venomous and sting them with, ruthless, lethal anger and stuff. Because the thing is for all of us that are on the spiritual journey towards that pure white light, all of these things are being seen for all of us, specifically those of us who, in the life cycle that's meant for us to work towards our ascension. You get awakened, you become aware for a reason. Spirit wants you to blossom. Spirit wants you to spread your wings like the beautiful butterflies that are in this card. Hi, Stephanie. How you doing? Look, you're destined for a beautiful life. Spirit has given you a gift. Not only is it of awareness and of being awakened to the reality of life, but he's also preparing you for your destiny, to have beautiful things, to be able to, I don't know, this is just something that I personally like, to be able to go on all those fancy websites, like go look at Versace and whatever, and be able to, not always, but treat yourself to something you truly want, something that you can be proud of. He wants you to be able to do those nice things. If you want to get a really sweet car and a really big house, like he wants you to have them. It's just there's something about somebody's fiery side, and it all stems from the Venus and Mars placements. There's something there that you need to be mindful of. Okay. Very much so, because you're destined for something great. You're destined for your happily ever after. You just don't want to push that person away or block any blessings coming towards you because you're too busy being upset. Okay. You want to feel like you can be, oh, look underneath her. course, you're being judged. And the more you stay in this stubborn, fiery energy, the longer it's going to take. Okay. Spirit's watching, and he's going to determine if and when you receive these blessings. So if you want them, you want to have that sudden wealth, that great fortune, just be mindful. Okay. Just be mindful, because there's a lot of passion, and see, when I see these two together, these are polar opposite signs. Okay. On all aspects. If you look at the spectrum, these are on the opposite sides. Okay. You put people that have any of this in their chart together, and it's gonna be like a fire tornado, bro. Especially when it comes to anger and passion and trying to get people to understand. And if there's any kind of stubbornness, oh God. Okay. And you don't want to block all of this because of that. Period. Okay. All right, Spirit. What would you like to cook? Okay. The situation, all of this, you, your other half, all of that is sent from heaven. These blessings are being sent to you from those on the other side that love you, that want to see you break these vicious cycles. Thanks, Bo. Sitting over here snoring to confirm. You have to open up your mind. You have to clear whatever's going on. Your head chakra, your crown chakra, your head chakra, your third eye, your crown chakra, all of that probably blocked. Okay, so be mindful. Take a spiritual bath, do some journaling, take some time to yourself, go out in nature. Okay? You're snoring, buddy. The thing is you don't need the stress. None of us do. What's on the bottom? Yeah, there on the bottom it says receiving. You're destined to receive something big. There's a lot of big, beautiful things here. I mean, children, marriage, it's all in the near future. With a lover that loves you, you may love very much. There's a lot of beautiful things. Okay, a lot. It's going to take a lot of work, and that's everything in life. But it's all of this is heaven sent. You're destined to receive these things. It just depends on you and how you choose to handle yourself. Okay. Yeah. The perfection of your life is being affected by the fact that somebody needs to rest and replenish themselves. Somebody needs to come back from an overindulgence of somebody's been too stressed. Maybe about money, all kinds of stuff. Like I know I have. We all have. I mean, this year has been, I feel like the world is on the brink of something like catastrophic almost. And Spirit's preparing us for something. I really do. Yep. Who you are as a person, there's a legacy of people that have been repressed in your family. Okay? Whether it be, from times past, current, whatever, there's been some repression that has, I want to say it's more like old, outdated ways of thinking. You married the person and you're stuck there forever. The thing is it's not that. Hello, I am back. Hello, Miss Joyce. Welcome. I've missed you. We're talking about legacies of life and people, legacies of light and people needing to rest and restore and replenish themselves, work on self-care, work on self-love, do the things that make them happy. Don't allow stress to overwhelm you. We've all been going through some stuff, man, like for sure. But there is an abundance of gifts coming towards people, and the thing is it's how we are handling ourselves. It's extraordinarily important to think about, of course, God first and then yourself, because the thing is if you can't get those two relationships in line, there's none of this. You can't love these people, whoever this is. You can't love them without loving yourself. You have to nurture your inner child. You have to nurture yourself and love yourself. There's got to be a lot of you got to give and take with yourself. You have to understand that there is so much more to life than materialisticness, jumping to conclusions, being petty about things, getting overwhelmed for no reason. I mean, stress is the biggest killer there is. The thing is I really feel like this here, focusing specifically around the crown chakra, it's the light here. Hang on a second. The crown chakra is illuminated. This third eye chakra is illuminated. You know, the way you speak, the way you see, the way you hear, the way you love, and all of that is being affected by the fact that those two chakras are clogged. Clear. You need to clear yourself, your space. You need to maybe clean your house. Maybe you need out your, whatever, your car, your house, maybe your office, whatever it is that's feeling like that's making every little thing like, how do I explain this? I feel like if you don't clear yourself in your space, take a spiritual bath, do some journaling, maybe it's all up in your head that needs to be cleared out. There's maybe too much going on up here and not enough self-care, and stretching yourself too thin is really affecting some people. And it can affect me when I get to that point. That point last 3 weeks myself, personally. Like there are times where I feel like I just want to curl up in a ball and go into a dark hole somewhere and just stay there until I attitude adjustment. Like I completely get this. I completely get this. Maybe somebody needs to seriously go out in nature, just do some earthing, which is walking around barefoot, have a hot cup of tea, and just meditate and pray. Because whatever it is that's clouding your mind is causing some serious delays in the perfection that is meant to be your life. Okay? She feels she knows. You can tell. Look at her eyes. Look how tired she looks. Look how tired she looks. Look how stressed out she looks. She's beautiful, but this person's put in every effort and is exhausted. Beaten down by life. One good thing happens, and then 10 things fall apart around them. And it's not because of towers. It's, maybe karmic things because of some attitudes that need to be adjusted. Denying yourself, it may not even be karma. It may just be a complete burnout. That could be causing somebody's fuse to be significantly shorter than it usually is. Specifically about certain things. Fed up with the fact that, work sucks and you don't want to be there. Fed up with being alone. Fed up with the fact that you've been pushed to the side. Oh no. This energy will not leave me alone all day. All day. This energy has been up my ass. Literally. Every time I stop and allow anything to come through, I keep seeing the same person. And I've seen this energy before. Many a times in the past, specifically on days that I do lives. And it's like literally somebody is waiting to hear what I have to say. And there's something about this person that makes me very uneasy. I keep seeing the same man sitting in the same chair like this, just listening, waiting for me to, and just looking miserable, depressed. This person's in a separation from their twin, whatever's, and they're just miserable. But there's something about coming to my readings and hearing something that I have to say that keeps this person going. Yeah, Joyce, darling, I get it. Honey, for the last 3 weeks between school, my son's dad being in the hospital, my son being sick, my dad being here, like it's just, I get it. I get it. It's just how we handle these things. I do have some good news. It's all bringing us to seeing the true people that we are, where our hearts truly are. And we have pure hearts, we have pure hearts. Knowing, being aware, and being awakened, choosing to be is on our best behavior, the best that we can be. Thank you to you as well, Joyce. I appreciate that. But the only thing is this man that I keep seeing, and Joyce, you know this, you've been at a lot, pretty much all of my lives. You know that this man will not stop coming through. And it's almost it's been a while. It's been probably 2-3 months since I've seen this particular energy. Always on that same damn couch, always sitting, possibly drinking, just like this. I don't understand why. I just don't. I don't know if it's somebody coming towards one of us or if it's somebody actually watching me, whether it be on my live or later on or what, but I always see this energy and it's driving me crazy. Okay. Feels she knows. I'm going to take this as stress. You know, you need to stop, restore, and replenish yourself. Take care of yourself. Do the things you need to do in your life because I really feel like you know that this is all coming towards you. I really believe that you know that there's supposed to be some kind of peace and perfection in your life. You know deep down that you are a legacy of light. You need to stop and you need to take the time to stop and relax. I really feel like this is the perfect weekend to do that. I plan on getting my happy ass up early tomorrow and bringing my ass to Yosemite, bringing my fishing pole, and I'm going to go sit in the beautiful nature that it is, and I'm going to go do something fun for myself. I need to be able to be outside personally. And I don't know if that's the things that you guys like to do, but honestly, I would like to suggest doing something like that. Somebody needs, I'm not going to just say somebody, I'm going to say this to all of us, whether we're here now or people watching later. Whoa, hey, excuse me. We all need to stop and restore and replenish this. See, even the train's agreeing with me. Now, this Mercury retrograde was a fucking doozy. This full moon was a fucking doozy. And it's been how many days since the full moon? And yet we're still dealing with the residuals. This is going to be a harsh one. Next month on the 8th is a lunar eclipse. And it's going to be in Scorpio. It's on November 8th. I want to say it's the full moon. No. No, it's a full moon eclipse. And what is it in? It's in Taurus. It's in fucking Taurus. And the last time this happened was in Taurus season during the Scorpio full moon. So somebody needs to tell me what the actual hell is going on. Okay, yeah. Oh my God. Joyce, this may be for you, my friend. This next full moon in Taurus, oh God, and I have a Taurus in my house. Oh, my son's dad's a Taurus. And it's going to be Scorpio season. Oh my God. I don't know. What else you got for me, Steve? Thank you. Release the dark wound and let love live. And the dark wound is that lack of self-care. Scorpio moon here too, my friend. Right there with you. Right there with you. It's time to release the dark wound that is lack of self-care, that's burning yourself out, that's making you all miserable inside. Sickness is a pain in the ass. I've been fighting a cold. Let me tell you, for the last, I was on antibiotics for it. And then for 2 weeks, I couldn't be sick. I wasn't allowed to be sick. I did not allow myself to be sick because I didn't have, thank God, my dad came to help me. My pops came to help me. Thank God, because the last 2 weeks have been hell. Okay. So let love live. Release all of the things. Go out. For those of us who are lucky enough, Miss Joyce, that are close to the beach, go be by the beach when you're feeling better. I suggest, just side note, highly suggest getting you an electric neti pot. I got one for $50 on Amazon. It's been saving my ass. It has saved me from a fate worse than a sinus infection. I do it 2 to 3 times a day. It's amazing. I can breathe. Beautiful. It's been saving me from getting extraordinarily sick. Highly recommend. Okay. Conscious connections. Now, the conscious connections that you need to focus on right now is yourself, the relationship with yourself, your healing of your, yourself, the burnout that you may be facing from all the stresses of life, and also the conscious connection of you and spirit. Because right now, I really feel like the alignment between this dimension and the spiritual realm are very much needing to be dusted off, cleared. Like I'm saying, like somebody's third eye, crown chakra, root chakra. I mean, probably all of them, the sacral chakra, all of them. These are the things that spirit's showing me right now. Somebody needs to get grounded. Somebody needs to clear their mind, open their mind, and clear out the clutter, the cobwebs that are going on in here. Okay. Release all of those dark wounds so you can be open to this. Like this is a very powerful reading, folks. You are meant to receive a heaven gift that is a beautiful life. Maybe, with somebody that, great fortune. And we saw under here earlier, the sudden wealth card, great fortune. The thing is like this says, it's that the situation's being judged right now and things are being prolonged because of the fact that somebody needs to get themselves in order. There's gifts, beautiful gifts that are meant for you. Okay. Beautiful gifts. See, marriage to some people, it could the joining of two people in the physical, like having the happily ever, or you may be getting married to an idea of starting something new. But I do see the wealthy man and the privileged lady here, and the gift of great fortune and sudden wealth. I mean, I'm being shown big money. Things need to get cleared out. There needs to be more focus than on the mundane bullshit of everyday life. Release the dark wounds, the stress, the lack of self-love. Follow your own rhythm. Somebody needs to really, 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 really nurture their inner child. Somebody needs to dance. Somebody needs to go out. I don't know. I'm just going to say it like I see it. Hashtag Mr. It's hashtag Mr. Abs. I really think that somebody just needs to go out and dance. I don't know. Dance naked in the freaking moonlight. Whatever. What's on the bottom? Yeah, you need to come to life. You need to bring yourself back to life. This year has sucked in so many ways. Damn. And it's only October. I mean, we're pretty much done with the year. We only got like 2 months left, 2.5 months left before the end of the year. Like, how the hell did this happen? Somebody needs to tell me. Really? Sorry, I'm going to get my little cough drop up here. Get you the ones that are Joyce for you. Those are the best. Sugar-free. I've been, I was telling my pops the other day, like, one more fucking thing happens, man. All this, I'm going to rip it out of my damn head. Yeah. We need to come to life. We need to find our flow. We need to dance to the rhythm of our own drums. We need to stop stressing. I'm saying we because I'm part of this. I'm taking this as I'm part of this too. I'd like to see some of this cash flow too. This all seems very beautiful to me. And I hope this is for all of us, for those of us that are here together, joining together, or for those of us that are watching later on. I really wish this for all of us. Happily ever afters. You want to get married to your job, get married to your job. You want to get married to the love of your life, get married to the love of your life. If you want to just, birth new ideas and all of that bring you all the abundance and happiness and the wealth that you can go maybe find you somebody that, whatever. Yeah, Ricola. Yeah. However it is for you. But somebody really needs to go take a damn nap. Maybe put the hammock up and go sleep out in nature. Like, I'm really going to stop at the store tomorrow and probably get me a hammock before I go up into Yosemite and go find me a spot and take me a damn nap out in nature. Highly suggest. Joyce, I'm a little jealous. I really, truly wish I was by the beach because I know, like, they're down at Pismo, there's the boardwalk and they have all of, like, you can walk underneath it. I would hang a hammock because honestly, we all need some serious nature time to rest and rejuvenate. We all need to be working on our self-love. Big time. And be more aware of our connection with ourself and the Most High. To me, those two things are the most significant parts of this reading so far. 30 on the timer when I said that. Okay. Most important things right now is to focus on our self-love and our connection with spirit. Okay. Maybe dancing. I see somebody dancing in their kitchen. I see somebody digging their toes in the sand, dancing on the beach. Somebody on a playa somewhere at some festival. Hopefully it was Burning Man. If not, whatever's, just dancing. Just let it all out and dance. Somebody needs to clear out their mind. Somebody maybe needs to go jump rope or go for a bike ride and clear out whatever it is that's reclusing our inner child. So you can be open to receive those blessings you know and you feel are supposed to be coming towards you, but there's something that is holding you back. What does this say? Excuse me for a second. Yeah. You feel it inside. These are all gifts from God. And they're waiting for you. They're just kind of sitting in the waiting room. You know, I see the scene at the end of Beetlejuice. If y'all have seen Tim Burton's Beetlejuice, where he's sitting there and he steals the guy with the shrunken head. He steals his ticket and gives him this long ass number because he doesn't want to be patient and wait. And then he ends up getting his head shrunk. Yeah, that's kind of what I feel. Take this time that you're sitting in that waiting room with that long ass number, waiting for your number to be called, to work on your self-care, to start working on your relationship with yourself and God. You know, it's not just a one-time deal. We have to continue to work on these things from now until we meet him face to face. Okay. Working on keeping our minds clear of all the darkness and of all of the things that hold us to these stagnant old human ways of being. You know, we are legacies of light. All that walk hand in hand with the Most High, we are legacies of light that are breaking ancestral curses, vicious cycles, and healing things that need to be healed from our past lineage, so that our future, whether you have kids or you're going to have kids, so that way this shit doesn't trickle down to them and they have to start all over again. You want to be the true you, let the world see the true you. And it means working on yourself consistently, bringing yourself to light, adding that color back into your life instead of being all of those gray tones. Like the life has literally been sucked out of you from the stresses of life. Now it's time to add that color back by connecting to who you really are and following your own rhythm and dancing to the beat of your own drum. So that way, when these things start coming towards you, you have this carefree, charismatic, charming way about you. I feel some serious Libra energy here for sure. It might be somewhere in your chart. Please check. Stop letting all of your emotions turn into a fire tornado. Somebody really needs to check their Mars and their Venus placement. We have Venus out here, but there's something about the Mars placement mixing with the Venus. It may be remember how I was talking about how the residuals from this full moon in Aries could very well be screwing with somebody's Venus placement. Okay. One more card from here, Spirit's telling me. Yeah, that after that storm, that's that full moon. You see the moon behind him? Is that a moon? Yeah, because the owls come out at night. The full moon? Yeah, that's the storm. That full moon in Aries, like I was just saying. This is now time for you to come out of that and heal all of that. The calm after the storm. It's time to douse that fire tornado with some love. There's the moon. There's the moon right there. You may be repressing some emotions about somebody, possibly trying to push somebody like mentally and emotionally away from you, somebody that may not even be in your physical, but that is spiritually attacking you. Possibly a past lover. People that won't leave you alone and they constantly are popping in your head and you just want it to be done. Like, go, I love you. May God be with you, but please leave me alone. And you say this 100 times, and on 101, you're like, just fucking go away already. Like, that's kind of how I feel. Like, you want to just release. You see how releasing the fish into the water? You just want to release. They may very well be a huge part of that dark wound and all of that stress that may be lingering on your shoulders. You want to let love live. I mean, we got marriage, we got the married. Basically, this is, to me, I believe this is like the king and queen of coins, pentacles, which also, come down to a very stable and structured married couple. We got marriage here, we got lovers here. You want to, you've been working on possibly trying to release all this shit. There may be some serious residuals that are coming, that have happened. Something, I really feel like this, whatever, something is, oh man. What is this, spirit? Can you clarify, please? Okay. All right. I'm going to just tidy up a little bit. I want to keep somewhat organized. Okay. I'm just going to stack these up here so I have some room. Okay. Happened on the full moon somewhere. The energy on this mass. Separation and breakup. Hello, darling. Thank you. Been gone too long. Let's hope it doesn't take, let's hope I don't have I like to call them sabbaticals. Missed you too, darling. Thank you so much for coming and joining me. Let's see if I can focus on this here. I want to see what more is going on here. Please explain to me what's going on with what you're showing me, Spirit. Spirit is showing me this man again, drinking in an abundance, miserable and depressed, separation from their princess, break up with their significant other, hard times at work, blowing through money. Got this person in a shitstorm. I'm being told this is the start effects of a massive tower falling down around them. Oh boy. Look what comes out. Oh God, look at this. Yeah, your twin's having a rough go of it, man. The angel of love is not with this person. They're trying to surround you with love and protection. Oh, my heart is a fluttering. And I didn't bring no damn water either. Shoot. Okay. Your twin is having a hard time being told, big time. The better you go, the better you get in life, the more you hustle and blow all this nonsense out of the water, and you just keep going, parting all them red seas and taking your people and going, and everything else behind you is getting crushed by them waves. Yeah, he's in that tidal wave behind you as you're running to the Holy Land, the land of milk and honey. Well, this person has the towers coming a crumbling. It's all, and a lot of it had to do with y'all's separation. It started there possibly months ago, however long. Now, remember how in the past I've talked about somebody like standing in the middle of ground? Let's go back to 2001. Okay. For those of you who remember this, remember when I was in my second period math class? I was a sophomore in high school and I remember it vividly. Now, all I see is, here's the Twin Towers. Here's homeboy here. He sees plane one hit. He sees plane two hit. He does, oh, look how pretty, the pretty birdies. Ooh. And then all of a sudden, at the last minute, he realizes that he should be running. Yeah, everything is starting to come down around him. And he's literally like, the towers are coming. And he's like literally escaping by the skin of his ass. The ancestors that want to help him are being held back. big time. The angels that have been trying to help him and awaken him and get him to see the things, they had to step back. So you know how I've been talking about how spirit's been judging everything? I've been watching the both of you. One of you busting your ass to be as obedient as possible, dealing with the human emotions, human thoughts, and all of the things that happen here in the human existence, watching you fight through all of those trials and tribulations, accepting all of the different kinds of challenges and handling them the best that you can. Some of them different kinds of things, but you have never failed. You have always repented for the things that you have done and the things that you felt like you didn't do right. You have done what you needed to do. That's why Spirit's trying to give you this opportunity to take these moments to heal before you do something and it switches everything around, because we mirror our twins. So if one of you is basking in joy and light, the other one may not be doing so much, so well, if you get what I'm trying to say, without being so dark and gloomy, because I'm trying to not deal with all that right now. Okay. But your twin is heavily thinking about you, using whatever codependency. I see somebody sipping on that, whatever it is in that red Solo cup, sitting on their couch, just like trying to drown out their feelings, and not even their favorite alcohol is doing it for them. They're spending way too much money trying to stay lit, and it's affecting them at work. They were indecisive. They were trying to have their cake and eat it too. They were trying to juggle their divine counterpart, and whoever it was that actually was their significant other. And they made some really shitty decisions instead of coming along with you on the journey and blossoming and flourishing and transforming. We have the magician of the magician and the mirror. Hold on a second. Okay. Knowing and using your true power. Sorry, I need to look at this one because this one, there's a lot going on today with this one. This card upright represents the accumulation of your personal and spiritual powers at this time. In the magician's left hand is the flame of passion and action. In his right hand is a vortex of water and light of reflection, and the light of reflection. This highly beneficial card is telling you that you are the magician, and within your grasp are the amazing forces of earth and spirit. The water is the energy of and the power of spirit and clarity of thought, which, remember, I was talking about how somebody's crown chakra and third eye chakra are out of whack. Okay. So your abilities to balance yourself out, both masculine and feminine energy wise, is being affected by a lot of different things. And it's not just what you're physically dealing with here in the 3D, but it's also what's happening in the spiritual realm. Okay. Because when your soulmate, your twin here is sitting there, dealing with all of this, he may very well be cursing you. I mean, y'all are in separation. We can already see this. Okay, I'm being shown twin, false twin, twin, false twin, twin, false twin. And it comes back down to, I see who's the twin, who's the false twin. Was the false twin the significant other, and the twin was the one that was, being put into a third party situation, or is it vice versa? He's trying to figure that out. And he's cursing the both of you. But because you are really, truly his twin, you're feeling all of that. And like I said, it all started back at this full moon in Aries. This full moon in Aries really did a number on somebody, big time. And they're sitting there wallowing in self-pity, trying to drown out their emotions, but it's making them worse. It's like, I actually had to stop smoking cannabis completely. And I'm grateful I did when I did, because I wouldn't have been able to handle what I've personally been going through the last 3 weeks if I was. Okay. And I love me some green. Okay. And the thing is when you go through certain things, sometimes it's best to do it without any outside, substances. And I really feel like whoever this masculine is should very well understand this. Okay. And because I really feel like it's going to bring them to doing something crazy, like coming and knocking on your door all drunk and belligerent, saying, I am your twin flame. I am your divine masculine. Like, da 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 da. You are going to be mine, and I'm going to do all this with you. And then they're going to talk out of their ass, and you're going to be like laughing in their face, like doing something that ridiculous and just burning whatever little bit of bridge they have left with you. You know what I mean? But right now, here's what I want to suggest. We are in that calm after the storm. You need to come to life and balance yourself out. Remember how I was talking about that Libra energy? Yes, we need to situation here, which is what I'm feeling like somebody's doing. You know, on the outside, they look like everything's going well, but on the inside, they're dark and fiery and they just want to come unglued. Something just needs to get balanced out. Okay. Big time. Big time. You got a cornucopia. Look, you got a cornucopia. I can't, this world is about to be your oyster. You are going to have an abundance. We have it here multiple times right in front of us. We got the sudden wealth. We got the great fortune. We have the cornucopia. The world will be yours. Okay. The world will be exactly how you will have that perfection of your life. Where is it? Hang on a second. The perfection of your life is coming towards you. You got to get yourself in balance. Who are you? Angel Ariel. How much I love that angel. She is not a rogue angel. She is the Lion of God. She is a beautiful force to be reckoned with. Let's read her. Intimacy and creativity. The second chakra vibrates in the energy of this beautiful angel Ariel. She sends a bright orange energy promoting inspired creativity and greater comforts with intimacy. When this card appears upright, it's urging you to get creative. Joyce, this is for you specifically, and all of those of you that have creative projects that you've been kind of sitting on, letting them go into the back burner. Like me personally, I should be making candles and all of that stuff, and I will. School's more important though to me. You need to get back to your stone bags, your crystal bags. Highly recommend. And for all of you that have been neglecting your creative projects, you know, whether it's drawing or painting or sketching or sculpting or singing or playing your instrument or doing whatever it is that gets you creative, please get to it like yesterday. Okay. It's going to be part of what makes you successful. Okay. All right. What else, Spirit? Please and thank you. Temple path. Anything else? Oh, there's two there. Okay. The temple path, the door to value, and pairing connections. Now, I'm not going to read this because I'm being shown spiritual path. The temple path is like your spiritual path. We've got two pathways here. Okay. Your pathway to creativity and your pathway to spirit. But in this moment, the most important is your divine path. Connecting with your spirituality. It's going to open up your creative mind, which is you need to tap into whatever it is that makes you feel creative. It will bring you closer to spirit. Okay. It's something important. It's very, very important that you do it. I really feel like it's more like painting and music and things like that. Ooh. Sorry, excuse me for just a second. Somebody really needs to tap into their creativity. I see. Excuse me. I really feel like snoo. If y'all know what snoo, that's how I like to just talk about the sexy time. Okay. I really feel like somebody is definitely wanting to be intimate. That be part of how they, you know, release whatever the toxic negative energy that they hold within themselves. It's a good release for them, and it helps clear the cobwebs out of their mind and makes them creative. Here's the thing about that, because I feel like sexual energy, it needs to be released somewhere. And I really feel like you need to be extraordinarily careful with that, especially if you are single. The reason you're single is for a reason. There's something that you need to be working on. Okay. And just hopping into bed with any old somebody because you want to clear the cobwebs out of your mind and you can only think with the things that are between your legs. That needs to chill a little bit. And you need to find another way to release that energy, maybe going to the gym and working out, pumping some iron, you know, building those muscles. becoming hashtag Mr. or Mrs. Abs before you start worrying about bumping fronts with somebody. You know what I mean? I really feel like that there needs to be released and surrendered to spirit, and finding another way to get your creative juices flowing. Because there are caring connections here. The thing is if you only go into a connection with somebody for the snoo, that's not going to be anything but lust of the land to pull away from you and cause even more separation from the people that you want to be with, or the person that you want to be with. Okay. Because there are succubuses, there are incubuses, and there are energy vampires out there, and they may have both energies, like an energy vampire that is a succubus that will not only drain you emotionally, but drain you sexually, and we hold our power in our sexual energy. Okay. So keep that in mind, because there's a lot more to life that you are destined for than just bumping uglies. Okay. What else, Spirit? I feel like there's a player kind of energy, like I want to be pimp daddy kind of energy in the collective. Yeah, look, I've been saying it all along. Shit needs to get in balance, and you're in the situation you're in to do so. I can't make it up. Spirit wants to give you the world. All those things you've ever asked him for, he wants to give them to you. In order to do that, you gotta balance yourself out. You gotta. I mean, you don't gotta. You can do whatever you want. It's your life. But if you want all this, you want the caring connection, the cornucopia, you want to be Mr. or Mrs. Privileged lady with all the money and the happies, walking down the divine path of life, having a perfect, in your eyes, what a perfect life could be. Get your shit in check, friend. The goddess of the moon's on the bottom. Now, if you are ruled by the moon, be mindful of that. Okay. So walking away, these aren't in reverse, but these two are reversed. So we're going to read what they say in reverse. I don't usually read these in reverse, but there are reversals in this book. So let's see. 27 came out first. This card reverse signals that you may be feeling very stuck in some present situation or location. There may be a job or a relationship that no longer resonates with you. Yet out of habit or perhaps fear, you allow yourself to stay when it might be healthier to consider walking away. Habit and familiarity are compelling forces, often causing people to ignore their intuition and even dishonor their genuine feelings. This is a time of honest investigation. Consider all of the factors in the present situation. Perhaps the timing isn't quite right, and there may be some purpose in staying a little while longer. Don't deceive yourself about your motivations. However, fear-based decisions don't often work out in your highest interest. You also may be stuck in a long-term personal habit or unhealthy pattern. Be aware that you always have an option and the responsibility to let go of any thoughts or behaviors that no longer honor you. Whenever you walk away from negativity, you always move towards greater happiness. And that was what was I just saying about smashing with anybody that'll have you just because you want to clear the cobwebs out of your mind, or staying in those old outdated ways of thinking and staying in relationships that don't really suit you, that don't really fulfill you, that don't truly make you happy, that cause more stress than it's worth. Okay. I'm going to send a text to Mr. Old Man in there. Ask him to bring me some water. Bear with me just a second, because Miss Joyce is right. With how I've been feeling and with all the freaking smoke in here, it'd be best if I didn't suck on these all night and just got some damn water. The joys of technology, my friend. Okay. Now, 34. Door to personal healing and happiness is in reverse. And these two came together. Okay. Now, what are you, 34? Oh, to be 34 again. Anyway, okay. This one in reverse. You may be feeling stuck where your personal intentions are concerned. Self-mastery and discipline may be hard to achieve right now, or specific plans for personal change may be being blocked. Remember that your intuition, or excuse me, remember that your intentions need to be clear and unconflicted. Whatever you're working on, you need to know that you are capable of achieving it and that you deserve it. Put your heart into the plans and change your desires and realize that you are worth your own time and effort. Thank you very much. The new beginning you seek will come with your own focus and patient determination. The affirmation I want to share with you is I am strong, focused, and self-directed. I have the power to create wonderful new realities in my life. So if you're not content with where you are right now, you can create something new for yourself. Okay. You truly can. What's on the bottom of the deck? We have the 7th chakra, which is your crown chakra, Archangel Uriel. And it was in reverse. I had to turn it upside down to read it, but it was in reverse. Like I said, it's blocked and clouded. It's congested and it needs to be cleared. Okay. Your crown chakra needs to be cleared out. I feel like somebody needs to get off the tech and start reading more, like physical reading. Okay. Now, I'm just making piles of things because I seem to. Okay. Yep. Get your crown chakra in place. Now, where are we going? Tarot next? We're doing that one first. Okay. Sweet Bobby. Oh, by the way, guys, I just want to give you a heads up before I forget. On November 4th, I'm going to be taking a private vacation for 3 days by myself. I'm going to go visit some friends in Salt Lake. So I will not be doing a live on the 4th of November. So just a quick heads up. Okay. So just wanted to give you that 411. And after what I've just been through, I need it. So I hope you guys can understand. But it'll only be for one weekend. And between now and then, I will be here. Okay. And since pretty much midterms are almost over, I should be calm for the next couple of weeks. All right, Spirit, you asked me to pull out the wisdom of the Oracle. What is the wisdom the Oracle can give us? What is some positive what is some positive information to help drive us forward to the life in which we desire? Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. Yes, girl, of course I watched Hocus Pocus too. Mary on her little rumbas flying through the night sky. Yes. Eating all the retinol creams and stuff, thinking there's the souls of little children in them. That's hilarious. Yes. Great movie. I don't want to spoil it too awful much for those who have not seen it, but highly recommend. All right. What is the energy, Spirit, to help us clear out the cobwebs in our crown chakras and move us forward to the path in which we are meant to be on, to have all of the abundance and happiness that we were destined for? Please and thank you, Spirit. What is the energy? Okay. Again, once again, regeneration. And I'm not going to read that in reverse. We need to regenerate. We need to come out from the ashes and we need to blossom. We need to heal. We need to take a nap. Go get you some rest. Go get you a little bubble bath. There's a place here in the Yosemite area called the Yosemite Bug. They do private soaks. You can do a private soak for $35 and you get a whole hour in this beautiful spa to just luxuriate in a tub by yourself with some meditation music, drinking some lemon water or some really good teas, and just rest and go hang out in a hammock and go be outside. Like, somebody really needs to come back from being on that side of the burnout. Now, I'm gonna give you an image here. I learned this in one of my psychology classes, and I've talked about this before. Think of it like this. Okay, there's a flat, and then there's the peak, and then it comes down to a flat. This is the level of stress. Okay. Over here is zero stress. Like, you don't do anything. You're just laying in bed all day, just staring at the ceiling. That's zero stress. Now you have the normal levels of stress, which is on the upside of the hill here. And on the top is where we have, where we kind of tether between, very little stress and abundance of stress. It's kind of like the perfect balance of stress. It's like everyday life. And then you have the downfall of the slope here that comes into the. Okay. And I feel like somebody's done crashed and burned and is like all the way on the other side of the room over here, like in a corner crying, rocking back and forth, not knowing what to do with themselves. Okay. And I really feel that somebody is on the brink of a nervous breakdown or turning to codependencies. Let's not do that. It would not be good for anybody. Okay. You have beautiful things that are waiting for you. You're going to either be Mr. or Mrs. Wealthy person with a whole lot of abundance. You need to regenerate. It's time. Okay. We've seen this in multiple decks. We've been channeling this energy for an hour now. It's extraordinarily important for us to realize this is what you need to do. If you want to have the passion and the drive to move you forward to this life, it's time to regenerate. Okay. 46 breaks down to a 10. And we all know that 10s are the best that there is. Okay. Loyal heart, you want Mr. or Mrs. hashtag Mr. or Mrs. Abs. You want Mr. Happy, Mrs. You want to have the beautiful wedding and the children and the family and all the things. Well, guess what you got to do? Got to regenerate. You got to take care of yourself. You got to focus on those two relationships I've been talking about, the one with spirit and the one with yourself. It's time. You can't neglect those two relationships. Those are the two most important relationships you will have in this life. Your husband or your wife, your kids, all of them, they're gonna be there and they're important too. Don't get me wrong, but you and spirit come first. You can't love anybody else until you love spirit and yourself. Okay, truthfully, the darkness is not for you. Joyce, this one's for you, darling. Go to the sea. Go to the sea. You have a deep knowing that there's something there that you need to see. I highly suggest going to some body of water for all of us and cleansing ourselves from all of the darkness. Very much take a spiritual bath. You've got a deep knowing deep down inside that there's something that's being blocked. There's something, I believe it's out of your control. Something that's blocking your crown chakra and your third eye. Okay. The darkness is not for you. The darkness is not for you at all. The darkness is going to consume you if you don't. This also is showing me that your masculine and feminine energy are fighting each other. And right now you need to focus on your creative side, which is more on the masculine side. You need to let go of the emotional side, all of that, and you need to tap back into your masculine side. You've been too much in that nurturing, caring for everybody else and not taking care of yourself kind of energy, and you need to start worrying about yourself. You've been doing too much by what you feel is you've been working too hard by trying to be as obedient as you can be to spirit, that you have literally depleted yourself. There has to be a perfect balance in order to have all of this. You have to learn how, in order to have the happiness and abundance that you so desperately want and need in life, there has to be a balancing act. Where is she? The angel of balance. It was in reverse. It needs to be in the upright. Okay. Things need to get into balance. Big time. You need to balance out the masculine and feminine energy. We also saw the yin and the yang here. Okay. You have a deep knowing that something's out of whack. You have a deep knowing that there's somebody coming towards you. You have a deep knowing that there's something major coming on. Okay. We're going to get to the point. We're going to wrap it up soon. Only 2 more decks after this. What else, Spirit? What other ways can we heal what's going on? You're not happy right now. It's in the reverse. I don't read these in reverse. It came out in the reverse. On the bottom, your peace is being stagnated. Your happies are not where they need to be. And the situations that you're in, here we go again with the balancing. There's Libra energy all over this. I've been saying this since the beginning. Lots of Libra energy here. There's definitely needs to be fairness on all aspects of this, from anybody that you associate with and the things that you do for yourself and for others. Balance. You can't just give and not receive anything back. You cannot emotionally deplete yourself and expect nobody to give it back to you, because if you have I've heard somebody say expectations lead to disappointment. I find that in some situations, yes, but when it comes to connections, loyal hearts and caring connections and all, marriage and being in a relationship with a lover, it has to be even in all aspects. There has to be balance. You can't just give and give and give and give and give and not expect anything back, because you'll deplete yourself. You'll end up in happy in the reverse, and you'll end up being drowned by your emotions and being stuck and stagnant and feeling like you can't get out of the ashes and you can't be reborn. Your peace is being affected. It's underneath that. Yeah, it's time to meditate and breathe. It's definitely time to meditate and breathe and come out of all of this and be fair. It's time to be fair to yourself. It's time to be fair to yourself and stop worrying about everybody else for 5 minutes. Yeah. Did I forget to put I forgot to put my other earring in. Whatever. Start doing things by the book for yourself. Worry about maybe getting into the good book or a good book and just sit down and relax and remind yourself of who you are. Start listening to more music and reading more. Put the phone down, be done with it. Go find you a good book. I mean, I should take this one for myself. I got stacks of books on the side of my bed over here that I haven't touched in too long. Like, I've read a couple chapters and I've just been so worried about school. I'm going to take that one for myself. But we need to find our own peace. We need to find balance for ourselves. If you want all of this, that's how it starts. Okay. Now, the next stage of this is I'm going to clear all this up. And then we're going to get into the juicies, because this person that I keep seeing, this energy that I keep seeing that's just sitting there on the couch with the alcohol and the cups and just sitting there miserable, I want to see what's going on there. We've gotten beautiful messages. I want to close this out with some handwritten cards and with the tarot and see what it is that has been causing whoever it is to have their energy being affected by this person, by their twin. Okay. Nobody who chose the wrong one. The whoever is in the male body this time chose the wrong damn one. Made is to party and bullshit and play too many freaking games. And now they're paying the price. They have to pay the piper. Yep. They have to pay the piper. And now that you know the best way to go about having whatever it is that you so desperately want, the happily ever after, your complete wish fulfillment. Now we know how to fix that for you. Now we want to see the juicy juicies. I sure do. I want to see what this one, what happened to this one. I'm being told what goes around comes around, and somebody got played for a fool. He wanted to party and bullshit. Well, he got played. He got played by whoever his significant other was. Got played for a damn fool. You chose the wrong one, my friend. You chose the wrong way of being. And now you have to pay the piper. Okay. Whoever this masculine, it's time for them to pay the piper. Karma will come back and bite y'all in the ass for doing stupid shit. It's like, think about it like this. For those of us that have been by the book, that have been being obedient to spirit, those of us who have put ourselves through hell in a handbasket to be able to, secure our place in God's kingdom. Anybody that crosses those people, oh, they're going to have a whirlwind of shit just falling at their feet. Oh, there are some people going through some crazy karma right now. Towers, depression, sadness, which fucking sucks, believe me. I hate depression and sadness. I really want to suggest whoever it is, whoever this masculine is, whoever these people are, I highly suggest getting you a therapist, going and seeking a counselor, somebody to sit and vent to, getting it off your chest, getting it off your shoulders, and not reclusing into your domain there and just drugs and alcohol, binge eating. No, I would highly suggest against that. I would highly suggest against that, because I really feel like there's somebody on the brink of like coming face to face with the Reaper, man. I'm seeing the death card, the Grim Reaper on the death card. All right, let's get some messages. Let's see what the hell's going on. Your ancestors seen what happened, and they are not going to allow this to happen to you. I'm going to take that one. What was I saying earlier? About how this person, the angels, the ancestors that wanted to help this person were being held back. Remember how I was saying that? It's because God saw what this person was doing. And why do you think God would take away spiritual protection from somebody if they're not obedient? If they're not grateful, if they don't show remorse for the shit that they do. Your ancestors see you, collective, know where your heart is, and they ain't gonna let none of this shit affect you. And if they have to, even just like 10% of it, like, okay. Till death do you part. Violence is not an option. I believed in you, and your ancestors see what's happening, and they are not going to allow this to happen to you. Now, this person may have been married, or engaged, or in a very committed relationship. Okay, believed that they should stay exactly where they were. Those old, outdated ways of thinking that I've been talking about. Now, they may very well be drinking like they are to keep themselves from being violent to somebody for maybe stealing their girl or sleeping with their wife. Because remember how I was saying, what goes around comes around. He was playing fucking games and he got played. Okay. And I really feel that because he thinks that because he's the man, very old, outdated ways of thinking, that he can do whatever the hell he wants. And the woman has to still stay home and put up with the kids and do all the things and cook the meals and do the laundry and clean the house. While this one's out there sleeping with every little hoochie mama and their sister and brother, mama, auntie, uncle, whatever's. And he thinks that, what I do is what I do. I'm the man. I may bring home the money. I may do this, that, and the next thing. And she's supposed to be where she's supposed to be. She's got a place and it's in the house. And I'm like, what? No. What is this? 1920? 18 fucking hundred? No, we're in 2022. Most of us women have better jobs than some of these men, making more money than they will ever. Okay. And the thing is I really don't feel like these men can understand that. I don't think that they can wrap their simpleton minds around it. And it turns them violent. He got played for a fool. He wanted to be able to have his cake and eat it too. Well, you may have very well been the one that believed in the situation and wanted to give it your all and do all the things and trust. Proved that you were the one that should have been the only option, not the third fucking option, the second option, whatever's. Now he's feeling a certain kind of way. Collective. Anything else, Spirit? Oh, Divine Feminine. Nothing beats a quiet evening alone with you. I need some me time. The I need some me time is for the both of you. You're off doing your own thing. This person is just sitting there wallowing. I see you. You may very well hold the majority of the masculine energy, and this man may very well hold the majority of the feminine energy, because I see the light around you and I see a cloud of darkness around this other one. Somebody needs to take some me time. I really believe that's you. However, this is about what's going on with them. So they may very well need to go recluse themselves in their freaking spiritual closet and go get on their knees and pray and beg for some salvation. Because if they can't stop thinking about you and they want a quiet evening, with you, they need to seriously do some whatever this is to even get a moment of time with you, moment of time to sit and have a conversation with you to maybe get some healing. Or clarity, or both. Yep. Because they are being wrung out and Spirit's trying to find some kind of emotion from them. The thing is the alcohol or whatever narcotics that they are using is blocking it. They are not receiving it at all. They're trying to drown out their emotions, whatever is going on in their head. Oh, excuse me. Yep. And karmic male. They may very well be a false twin. Oh, look at this. Here's 500 cash on me. Go spoil yourself, my princess. On the bottom, do your friends like me? The thing is with this divine feminine here, listen, I don't feel this is not that masculine. No, they got played. Their significant other played them with somebody that may have very well been a friend that was brought into their life to teach them a fucking lesson about blowing their money, like I was talking about before, how they're sitting there dealing, spending too much money. The thing, oh shit, spirit. Okay. Listen, so you know how I was talking about when the Kipper was out here that you're destined for a great fortune and a sudden wealth? The thing is this masculine has been doing too much of this with too many people. To all those other people that, he was playing games with on his significant other, you may have very well been one of them. He's been doing way too much of this. And the more money he blows, the more money that's going to start coming towards you. He got played for a fool by somebody that was put in his life, a family member, a friend, somebody that whoever his significant other cheated on him with or played games or left him for or whatever was put in his life to teach him how to not do this shit to people he claims to love, people that he says I do to until all the death do you part stuff. Yeah. This may very well be a question that his significant other asked him, does your friend like me? When in reality, she may have already been talking to this person and they were in cahoots together. Then I see if not now, when. I'm going to leave that one. What else? Spirit, this is crazy. Going cuckoo crazy, man. I really feel like this man got played hard. They got played like a drum, man. He may have very well saw a video of like him and his girl, or excuse me, whoever this karmic male is and his girl. There may have been cameras in the house. The whole let's make a baby, you're so emotional, that's why I keep ghosting you. This is what he said to his little side pieces, all those little third parties. He may have even said this to you, collective. He may have been very hearts and rainbows with her when he should have been doing that with you. Maybe saying all of this, let's make a baby, till death do us part, let's get married, have a family, and all of this. And he did that shit. And now he did it and he was not meaning it. He was drinking too much, partying too much, doing too much shit, spending too much time alone. And every time he was gone for too long, he'd come home and throw some money at her, give her some good D, and then put her to bed and then be off doing some other shit with some other females. You hear that train? Comes back down to this. Courthouse. We work together. That's why I knocked two girls up at the same time. Love is all around you. See, the courthouse here comes down to the very much the divorce. Okay. We work together. That's why it took so long. This person may have been born in the 90s. Grunge kid. The grunge era was in the 90s. This person may have been born in the 90s. Okay. They may actually like the grunge, whatever is good for you. It's amazing, whatever. The thing is if this woman leaves him and they are married, she's going to take him for all he's worth. So we'll just say if he had $6 million in the bank, he ain't got nothing in the bank now. She's going to drag him through the coals in court, and she's going to get him all kinds of fucked. He was I see ecstasy. Especially when I look down at this card and I see ecstasy and seeing this and let's make a baby. Yeah, there may have been some threesomes. There may have been some orgies. He may have been sleeping with multiple women. If he was sleeping with you, he was probably sleeping with 2-3 other people too. And the thing is now he misses you. Now he's saying there's nothing that beats a quiet evening at home with you to sit and talk and laugh with, maybe dance around the house with, tell jokes, maybe do some online shopping and sit on the couch and cuddle while you guys are shoe shopping or some shit like that. I don't know. Having you dress up in something skimpy and dancing around in front of him being all cutesy cutesy. Now he's thinking and dreaming about that. And in reality, he's about to get right through the fucking coals. Possibly this winter. Justice has sure been served. I know it, like I know you know I like it when you're a good girl for daddy. They have a gun, be careful. That comes back down to this old outdated ways of thinking that he's the man, he can do whatever the fuck he wants, and the woman is supposed to be barefoot and pregnant, being a good girl for daddy, letting him do whatever the hell he wants. Not in this day and age. The thing is I really feel like violence is not an option and they got a gun. I really feel like this person's on the verge of being an actual fucking crackhead. Crazy crackhead that's been too drunk for too long. Justice will be served. Somebody will end up in jail. Very much so. How is it so hard to upset you? You're way too positive. It's because you know, collective, that when this separation happened between the two of you, you knew deep down inside that there was a reason for it, because he was up to no fucking good. He was never going to leave the person he was with, no matter how many times he said he was going to, or no matter how many times he said it wasn't anything serious. It was serious. We got till death do you part, and the fact that there's a courthouse situation here tells me that he was. Yep. You're way too positive because of the fact that you knew. You knew deep down inside that there was something going on, and you may have even been questioning it. He did not have your best interest at heart. He only had the interests of himself, because he's a selfish, entitled asshole. You know, there's a phrase I like to say about people like this. Take it how it is. I don't really care. But these people like this, the energy that I'm picking up on, they're very narcissistic. They're assholes and they're fucking drunks. A narcissistic asshole drunk. That's what I'm picking up on. And now justice is being served. And it has him. Remember how I was saying that he's doing too much of this, and it may end up on him going, oh, divine feminine, this is how I feel about you. You're going to come over here and be a good girl for daddy and let me love you just right. No. They want to break the silence. This person does. For sure. What's on the bottom of the deck? Oh, yeah, they're hella anxious. Cancer, we got the moon out here too. The thing is be mindful. I think you're extraordinarily smart, collective. Do not be played for a fool. I don't think you will. Not this time. Not this time. Let's get a little bit from the tarot and we'll call it good. Yeah. Spending way too much money, thinking that they're the boss, thinking they're a pimp daddy, whatever's. Dun, 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 dun. I'm just so fresh and so clean. I got hoes in different area. Yeah, he had too many hoes in too many different area codes. And the one that he had right on his arm that had the little rock on her finger, yeah, that was the. I'm not gonna call nobody no names. Not tonight. Too tired. What is this? Knight of Coins in reverse. He thought he was doing the right thing by being, putting too much of this out there for people, trying to help people. Maybe he was getting involved with people that had kids, like girls that had kids, and was trying to give them some extra money in his mind. Oh, I'll let her play for me or whatever. Let her do all this for me and I'll throw her some money. And, in their mind, they thought they were helping you with your family and your livelihood, when in reality, he was being frivolous and just using that as a bribe. Oh shit, yeah, spirit, let spirit talk to you. Remember, anxiety right there. It's all just clarification. Nightmares. He's drinking himself into nightmares because and they're making it worse. And it's making it worse. What is this? Crying about money. Let me see something about this in reverse. Taking advantage of others. Yeah. You deep down inside knew that you wanted to be with him for more than whatever it was that he had the intentions of. He may have fed into that. He may have very well been playing, with your emotions. Knight of Swords. Oh, God. There's definitely some air energy there. Unbelievable. Yeah. He did this shit to himself. He put himself in this situation knowing he shouldn't have. He may have very well been given downloads and he didn't want to fucking listen. You may have tried to talk to him saying, this is not what I want. I don't want to be played for a fucking fool. I'm not going to play no second fiddle to no little hoochie mama. She may be significantly younger than you. Did you say that to him? You're not going to play second fiddle to a child? Did you try to forewarn him to not play fucking games? The Queen of Wands is coming in at half mast. What is this? Ace of Cups. Yeah, that cup has been spilt. That cup of love that you had for him has been spilt. Your patience and tolerance and the passion that you had for him gone out the window. Like there's very little left at all. You're a very strong and independent woman. Do not let this person, you're a strong and independent feminine energy, divine feminine. Do not let this person who put themselves through hell, that put themselves in a position of hell, affect you energetically. Cleanse yourself, cleanse your space, because this person's going through the fucking ringer. Big time. King of Swords, there's that energy. Oh, damn. We got air energy hard. This person is extraordinarily intelligent, yet can also take that sword and stab you right in the fucking chest or right in the back. Okay? Very smart individuals. Extraordinarily intelligent. Okay? And they can use that intelligence to not only help themselves, but to hurt a lot of people. And let me tell you, the majority of the men in my life are Aquariuses. And I can only speak about what I know about them. Okay? And I am telling you, they are the most charming, handsome, intelligent men, but they are the most ruthless fucking people I've ever met too. And it doesn't only have to be in your freaking sun sign. I know somebody that has Aquarius in their freaking moon, and they are vicious, violent, and dangerous people when they get angry. Yep. King of Cups in the reverse. Temperance Angel. Yeah, it's a twin flame situation. Shit's out of fucking balance. They're being too lethal with their intellect. They're not allowing the love that they have, the nurturing, the compassion. They're not letting it happen. They're drinking themselves to prevent themselves from feeling the emotion that they have. They do not want to allow it to come. They do not want to allow it in their life at all. They want to fucking be pissed at you because of the separation. They want to fucking hate you. They don't want to even think about you in a positive way. They would much rather see you fall off the face of the earth and burn in the pits of hell than have to feel any kind of fucking emotion for you at all. Look at this. There's the King of Cups in the reverse along with the Ace of Cups in reverse. They do not want to fucking love you at all. They want to be pissed at you because they feel like that you may have put some kind of evil hocus pocus on them. When in reality, it's their own fucking doing. They have been they've been too childish with their passion and who they deal with. Okay. You know how I like to say they put their wand, they were too childish and where they put that wand. Yeah. Instead of being, the kind of angel that they may very well be, possible earth angel. There wasn't any give and take. There was just take and take and take and take. And there was nothing left. You see how this one's filling this one? They took all of what you had to give them and they ran you dry. They took all of that for themselves and they tried to run away. But the thing is before you allowed your emotional cup to be emptied by this person, you pulled your energy back and you held on to it this time. Good for you. Now you're going to have your happily ever after. Well, this twin may have to sit there and wait for their karmic cycle to be over in order to have this. Because there's destiny here for the both of you. And the thing is Spirit's giving you the upper hand in this cycle because you've deserved it. So keep yourself on the straight and narrow, collective. Keep yourself on the straight and narrow because you will have the abundance in which you ask for. You have to get yourself from those ashes and regenerate, rejuvenate, restore, all the R's, okay? So you don't end up imprisoning yourself in some kind of darkness from lingering too far there too long. You've been too far in the darkness for too long in your life. It's your turn to have the upper hand. The Wheel of Fortune is going to be in your favor. You just need to take some time to clear your mind, yourself, and your space, okay? 8 of Wands. Give me just a second. It's been a minute. I'm slipping up on some of them. I'm sorry. All the ducks are in a row and ready to fly. Events that have been set in motion and moving quickly to an outcome. The end result should not be a surprise because it is a logical conclusion. Whatever steps have been taken, they will continue on perhaps faster than anticipated and achieve the intended effect. Trying to stop things at this point could work, but it could cause utter chaos. You've done all the work, collective, to just step back and let things play out. And while you step back and let things play out, work on your self-love. I've seen too many moons here tonight to address this. I really feel like somebody needs to go out and dance in the moonlight. In that lunar eclipse on the 9th, I apologize. On the 8th of November, it's the full moon in Taurus. It's going to be a lunar eclipse. Not only should you put your crystals out and take a spiritual bath, but I really think somebody needs to get out and sing to the moon, dance in the moonlight, and go just put all of your wants and dreams and all of those things on paper and set your intentions and really do some beautiful work with the moon. I don't really encourage people to work with magic. Do what you do. If you feel safe working with it, do what you do. The thing is, just manifest what you want. You're already doing it. But there's something about dancing in the moonlight and worshiping spirit on that full moon that's going to be very important. Okay. So from now until then, you've got what? 3. Today, the 14th. 1, 2, 3. So it's 21 days. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 days. I think. Yeah, I think it was 26 days before the next full moon. That's almost a month. Okay. Just under a month. I highly suggest this. Every night for 1 hour, work on your spiritual practice. And I'm going to take this for myself too, because I know with what I've been going through, I need to. For the next month, until the next full moon, the next 26 days, journal. At least 1 line every day. You just sit down and just start writing. Read a chapter in a book a day. Put the tech down, turn it off when you get home from work, and give yourself at least a handful of hours of no tech just so you can decompress. Start going to the gym, start working on yourself, even if it's just going out for an evening walk. Do something different for yourself so you can start bringing yourself back from the darkness that has been lingering on you for too fucking long. Okay? It's time. So that way, when you face the full moon, and you dance in that moonlight and you release all of the nasty and you ask for blessings, spirit will know that your mind is clear and ready to receive them. What is this? No. We're not going to post this shit on my lives. Let's release this. Let's get rid of that crap. We're going to remove that. Sorry, whoever you are. We're not going to talk about no dating sites on my freaking page. We're working on self-love here. That shit's not welcome here. Okay? How do I block this person? Okay? Time out. You want to act like a fool? You don't. No, not on my channel. You're not going to put that crap. Not on my freaking channel. We work on self-love here. We don't talk about that shit. Do you know how many times, collective, before I want to get one last little bit here before I leave off here tonight. Yeah, it's probably an asshat. Well, we don't deal with no asshats around here. We send light, love, and blessings, but we don't talk dirty around here. We try to heal around here. We don't want to play those fucking games. But honestly, shit. Page of Cups, yeah, emotionally childish, freaking dating fun, nasty, whatever. Do you know how many times since I've started this channel that I've had to come in and remove people like that because they just were putting porn, like in different languages nobody can understand, and about porn sites and dating sites and this bullshit? Like, stop fucking playing games. Oh, look, as I'm sitting here shuffling to clear out the energy. You want your strength back, you need to take a rest. Okay? We need to work on ourselves. Not worry about dating. Not worrying about all of that. If you're single, it's for a reason. Okay? Take this time to just focus on yourself. Come on. Queen of Cups. Use your intuition. Work on your psychic abilities if you have them. Work on your spiritual connection. And work on the love you have for yourself. Okay? So let's get some closing messages from the Intuition Oracle. Get some affirmations here. Okay. What is the closing message for the collective? What the improviser. I effortlessly adapt to deal with unexpected circumstances. This is what I would like to suggest. Start going with the flow, even if you don't want to. Speak nicely, talk nicely, specifically to yourself and those around you that you love. The actor. I know how to act properly and wisely in this situation, even if you got to fake it sometimes. Because even if you don't want to have the patience, you should. And how you speak to people is a reflection on yourself. The teacher. I study and share wisdom with those who value it. So if you're talking to somebody, I don't know, maybe your kid or your significant other or people at work and they're frustrating you and you're doing petty shit, it's how you speak to them may very well help teach them how to be a better person. Even if you don't want to be, raising no adult person or, having to raise your own kids, but you want to raise your kids, but you don't want to raise any like adult children. If you get what I'm saying, like no man child and no freaking codependent, childish little brat either. If they ain't your kid, if you didn't push them out and you didn't create them, like, why do we got to raise them? At this point, it's because they may very well have had a shit past and they weren't raised properly or at all. They may have been left to their own devices. And the thing is it can be people at work, at school, at home, wherever. You were put in this person's life to teach them how to respect the opposite sex or whoever it is. You were put in their life to teach them how to love themselves. And even if you don't want to be mama booby to them, I guess what your soul signed up for is the polar opposite of what your physical person wants to do, which is why it's so damn frustrating. And that's why at some point you may have to fake it and just be like, okay, yeah, there's that nurturer. Yep. Nurture yourself and those around you. I deserve to feel nurtured because I give care to those I cherish. Confident. I honor all that I have done to make me who I am today. Do not release that and step into the darkness because of how you feel in certain moments, okay? The warrior, I can handle whatever life brings to me. The good, the bad, and the ugly. The manifester comes back down to the moon. I am manifesting what I see in my mind's eye. And if your mind's eye is clouded, you're not going to manifest properly, okay? The leaders, I know how to lead because I know what needs to be done. Yeah, because you may have been raised differently than whoever it is that you've been trying so desperately to push away, get them to clear their mind, get them to think right, all of these things. You have to lead them to the right path because they didn't have any guidance growing up. The inspiration, I allow inspiration to fill me so I can inspire others. And it all stems down to self-care, self-love, and getting yourself right with spirit. So you have the strength and the clarity to do all of these things. So you can do it. It's your choice to make it's your choice to make the choice to do it. Okay? Anything else, Spirit? No, that's it. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, angels, ancestors, loved ones, and spirit guides that have helped me through this reading tonight. I love and appreciate all of you. I close this reading. Yes. All right. So for those of you that weren't here in the beginning when I was talking about it, I just want to tell you what's been going on over here. My son was really sick. When they harvest here in the Central Valley, it kicks up some shit and it really screws with our allergies because we've got really bad seasonal allergies. And this year I'm even feeling it, but thank God for that neti pot. My son's been really sick because of that. And his dad has been suffering for over a year with a condition, and he had to go spend some time getting healed. So, he's home now and everything is good. While all this was happening, your girl got offered an opportunity to join the Honor Society in school. So now I'm going to be taking honors classes in college. And this is going to open me up for some scholarships and stuff. So school's still a huge part of my life and will be for the next millennia. However, I am going to start posting readings again now that my son's dad's home and I have an extra set of hands. My dad was here and he helped me out significantly. I just didn't have the bandwidth to do this. So now that things are starting to come back down to normal, I should be able to get back on a normal recording schedule as well as doing my lives again. But like I said, I am not going to be even in California on the weekend of November 4th to November 6th. I'm going to Salt Lake for a friend's birthday and just to have some GG time. So I just wanted to give you guys a little update. If you guys are interested and want a personal reading, I am thinking about doing 15-minute readings for $20. So if you guys are interested, hit me up in the email at Intuitive Readings with Gigi, at Intuitive Readings with Gigi at Gmail. $20 for 15 minutes. And we can do little short fun reads if you want them. I do have a handful of spirituality kits. Also, if you guys are interested, they're $55 plus shipping. So there's those little whatevers. And that's all I got. I'm very tired. I'm going to go to bed. I've got to go put all my school stuff away and prepare for my trip to Yosemite tomorrow. So I love you guys. I hope you have a beautiful weekend, and I'll see you in the next live and in the next video. Bye for now. Good night.